say I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. Fuck 'em, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. No, I ain't got shit to prove. No, I ain't broke no more and I don't owe no folk, but I still ride with my tool. You so concerned about my real life, and that's alright. But who are you? Just another nigga with a strap. It don't take rocket science to shoot. You don't know shit about getting bricks out, you probably still work true for you. You don't know shit about on your blood, cause you paid your bills with all that loot. How about your baby about to be born and he don't got pampers, wipes, or food? How about your mama fucking your best friend and y'all both just finished school? But it's okay, she thinks it's cool. You're in her way, it's time you move. And you just paid all her damn bills, so you feel like a fool. So what do you suggest I do? You think you know? You got no clue. So please don't tell me what you think I ain't been through. I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. I say I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. Oh no, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. Sorry, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Like me. Fuck 'em, I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. Blaming on all my dough, but I don't know you and don't want to. So fuck.
Welcome to AJ's Den. Oh, had technical difficulties on my Periscope. I'm trying to bring it up now so everybody can get to watch me and they can see what I'm talking about. Today I'm talking about the investigation on Trump. They finally doing that, and that makes no sense at all because they were doing investigation on him before Comey decided he wanted to come out and said they were doing an investigation on Hillary Clinton. And his ass wound up getting fired from the same man that you was trying to protect. That's interesting. Right now I'm trying to bring up my Periscope, so y'all give me one moment. It wasn't causing problem until I just pressed live, and that just makes no sense at all. Well, I do want to elaborate on that about Trump, and then I want to get in to talk about Betty Sheby. Interesting, highly interesting about what's going on with her. And then we're going to hear a little things about Malcolm X. His birthday is today, and I just want to play something what he was talking about when he was alive. So let me try to get on my Periscope. Y'all give me one little minute, and I will go ahead and start recording on that and then start talking. But I hope everybody is having a great day. And I hope that everybody continue to have a great day. I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to that. And that's something I tell you. I have had a past week graduating, and just been having fun. That's all I can say. So let's see if this can come on right on up, and we'll get started. Sorry about these things, but anyway, I want to get on here and talk about these things today. My Periscope is just acting up today. I don't know why, but anyway, let's get started. I want to talk about they're doing an investigation on Trump. See, the killer part is, and it interests me, you was doing an investigation, Comey was doing an investigation on Trump before he mentioned about Hillary. So all of a sudden, Comey wound up getting fired from Trump because Comey decided to do an investigation, a thoroughly investigation on Trump, and Trump didn't want that. So it's like, now you guys want to do an investigation. Now the Republicans saying, oh, I want an investigation now. You knew this man was a matron before he got into office. Everybody, and I swear, it doesn't matter if they do an investigation now, because it might take the whole year of thing when they do an investigation. It might take the whole 4 years. But they allowed this man to get into office when they knew he was a Russian spy. He is a Russian spy. They knew that. They knew this man was a Russian spy, and they allowed that man to get into office because they want to gain power. We can see how the Republicans are doing, the GOP are doing right now in Texas when they're trying to oppress the voters, and most of the voters are African Americans. They doing it in North Carolina, but they finally shut them down in North Carolina. The Supreme Court stopped them from oppressing voters. So at the end of the day, they knew Trump was a matron. And people, go and read that book about matron. This man is a Russian spy. And people knew that the whole goddamn cabinet is Russian spies. And now they're trying to keep Flynn from talking. They know Flynn know more than what he's that's why Trump is trying to protect him, because Flynn knows so much. That's why Trump was trying to keep coming away from Flynn. It's amazing that you guys who's really looking at Trump and really supporting him, do you guys know that this country is vulnerable right now? Because we have an idiot who does not read. His information is off Fox News. People, when you're going to wake up, you're going to continue to support this guy. He still has 37 people supporting him. 37 people supporting him. 37. People, y'all need to wake up. I'm telling you. You think this investigation is doing something for America? It's just making America look dumb as hell. It's making us look like we're vulnerable. Anybody right now he taking all the money from every program. But guess what? If somebody decide to bomb this country right now, we'll be vulnerable. We cannot defend this country because we're so much on Trump. We should allow a person this is what I'm saying and what I'm seeing. This guy really think that he's running Apprentice, a game show. This is not a game show. He think he's running his own country like, you do as I say, not as I do. He cannot run a company. This is where people who don't know about politics fail to realize. He cannot run a company like he cannot run the United States like a company. He cannot. It's the opposite. You have to worry about the people. In the company, it's all about themselves. So he decided to turn around and try to run this country. And you see, he have nothing passed. Nothing. Nothing has passed. Nothing at all. Y'all know President Obama was here. He already passed so many bills. People, please wake up. You're supporting somebody who really don't give a damn about you. But the only people who are really supporting him are white nationalists. They see nothing wrong. They see nothing wrong what Trump is doing. White nationalists, you're going to drive this country down because you have hatred towards somebody's skin. And that's sad because you don't take time out to get to know that person. What if we was like that and we didn't take time out to get to know you? that you truly show who you are. You hate people if they're not serving. You want to say they're not serving the same God. You hate people. You'll have sex with a black woman, but you hate her. See, that makes no sense. And then you hate people if their skin color is darker than yours. That makes no sense. What have anyone done to you because of their skin color? Nothing. Nothing at all. You guys better wake up. You better wake up. You learn about somebody's skin color. Are they having something over their head? They're saying they're Muslim. That is a religion. You did that with the Native Americans. You forced your religion on them. People are here as different. They can be different. Who are you to try to tell them what to do and how to do? You wouldn't like somebody to tell you what to do and how to do it with your life. A lot of you out here are complaining when the government say you can't do this. But you're trying to tell other people with a different skin tone or different religion that you can't do that. Interesting. But somehow your rights going to be taken away from you if you continue to support this government that is have a mandarin up there serving Russia. We don't know what Putin have on him. And I guarantee it has something to do with his wife. We don't even have a first lady. She won't even participate. But you do not see nothing wrong with that. But you have something to say about Michelle Obama. You have something to say about that. So, let's talk about Betty Sheby, who is a fucking murderer. She killed this innocent man. Nobody shot this man but her. She talking about this is how I was trained. She got away with it. And I can't understand most of you African Americans who get on these trials like you're scared of these white people. Stop being scared. Stand up. Malcolm X said it clearly. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Stop trying to be afraid of these white folks, these Caucasians. They can't hurt your body no more than you can hurt them. They hurt you, you hurt their asses back. We are not our ancestors. They hit you, an eye for an eye. Stop letting these white folks scare you. You sat up there and you let this lady who actually cold-blooded killed this African American man who had his hands up and walked to his car. He did not reach it because they showed it. They showed everything, every angle. He never reached in his car. He had his hands up. Fuck y'all. I'm not having my hands up anymore. I keep my gun on side of me. And I'm telling y'all, start that shit with me. I have my license. I am tired of continually seeing my brothers and sisters going through this shit. You think you could take our lives and you never serve time. When is enough enough and you think all you got to do is say sorry? You are sorry. Not all Caucasian, but most of your asses are sorry. You're not going to sit up there and continue to hurt my brothers and sisters. Yes, I'm an activist. Yes, I give speeches. I will not and shall not allow you to continue to hurt us. You think you could continue to do what you did to our ancestors? Oh, we're sorry. We'll do better. Then about 2 years later, we're sorry. Not even a year, 2 years. 6 months, we're sorry. Apologize and think it's okay. You can think about the animals. If you put an animal in a corner and you continue to hit the animal going to come back on your ass. But you think we shouldn't say nothing. And the first thing you say, y'all have an attitude. Guess what? Let's go on about that because I like that. when you say you have attitude. You took Africans away from their home. So they had nothing. They had nothing to show for it. They had no religion. They had nothing. So these kids are growing up and they're watching who? Who was they watching? The master and his Caucasian family. So where they're going to pick up that attitude from? Even the mothers and fathers going to pick up the attitude because they was born and raised up. They're raised up watching you guys. So every attitude that we portray is coming from you guys. It is coming from you guys. All that comes from you guys. Attitude, you guys. Drinking, you guys. Drugs, you guys. Now, we do not need to deprogram ourselves. I keep continuing to say this. Deprogram yourself. Just like them jurors on that case with Betty Sheby, you guys felt the system, felt us. As African Americans, you had the opportunity to hold back and you had the opportunity to find this woman guilty, but you would not find her guilty because you are afraid. You are afraid of the scare tactics that they send to you. You are afraid of the scare tactics because you watch their news media and you're afraid that you might lose your job. Everything happened for a reason. Stop being afraid. Stand up. Because if our ancestors never stood up, we will be enslaved right now. That some of you are enslaved in mental. People, I'm telling you, you got to wake up. You let this white woman get away with it, and you can't even try her again. You can try her on civil rights violation. Sue the bitch. But anything else, you can't do anything about it. Double jeopardy. I tell you about the laws. She cannot be. That Amendment 6. Amendment 5. Fifth Amendment. You cannot see her as double jeopardy. People, you allow a murderer. And I wish she was listened to. I know she's not. You're a fucking murderer. You fucking shot someone cold-blooded. That man had his hands up. You are lucky. I hope somebody do something to your ass. You did it to that man. That's crazy. Whew. Just get it. It's like so many African Americans are being killed by you guys, and the court system will not find you guilty. Will not find you guilty. You continue to take our people's lives and think it's okay. You're so afraid. You're so afraid. You're so afraid of these Caucasians, what they would do to you. Our ancestors did what they had to do to make sure that we accomplished something in life. I want to play one thing what Malcolm X was talking about, the house Negro and the field Negro.
Yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick." He identified himself with his master more than his master identified with himself. And if you came to the house Negro and said, "Let's run away, let's escape, let's separate," the house Negro would look at you and say, "Man, you crazy. What you mean separate? Where is there a better house than this? Where can I wear better clothes than this? Where can I eat better food than this? That was that.
And the reason why I'm playing Malcolm X and about the house Negro and the field Negro, because that lady, Betty Sheby, got away with murder. And the house Negro, I think it was 2 or 3 jurors on that trial, allowed that woman to get away with it. And the only reason why they allowed that woman to get away with that murder, killing that man who had his hands up and walked into his truck. The only reason why they allowed this woman to escape a conviction is because they are a house Negro. Because they are so afraid of losing their jobs. They are so afraid of losing their houses. And let me tell you about the struggle. If you lose something between the struggling, when you struggle, you gain more. You get what I'm saying? I love Malcolm X, and today is his birthday. This is the main reason why I'm playing what Malcolm X preached about the house Negro and the field Negro. We have a lot of those. And when I was growing up, I said, "Ma, I don't understand. I just couldn't understand how the house Negro loves staying in the house with the master and just get raped, or love just stay in the house and you sit on the side of the bed, lay on the side of the bed with a child lay, or lay in front." And I couldn't understand. I couldn't comprehend it. And I say, my ancestors really went through that, huh? So now it plays out that we see it now with the house Negro and the field Negro. And you call me the field Negro because I'm not tolerating no white person, Caucasian bullshit. I make sure to put their asses in their place. And I can give you a fine example because they listen to the propaganda all the time on the news. I had one Caucasian come up to me and talk, and just because I'm a lesbian, don't make you think, don't get it twisted. Don't think that I won't hang your ass upside down and tell you the true fact. Like this Caucasian came to me and he said, "Yeah, most of the black men are not in the household." And I say, hold up. That is not true. They just did a statistics that shows about 80% of black men are in the household. Matter of fact, I was raised to a parent household. My mother and father was married. She had 4 kids. Was raised with a dad and a mother. So when you try to put African American down, I had to put him in his place. Most Caucasian men, they beat their women. They don't want to show that. Most Caucasian men will leave their jobs. They could be doctors, and I can tell you can look it up. Be doctors. And this is not propaganda that they preach all the time. Program you of thinking that black men are not in the household. And let me tell you another thing. Why some black men are not in the household. Because the 13th Amendment, they turned around and they arrest the black men. Sometimes black men doing something illegal, but most of the time they're not. They're walking and minding their own business. We can see that today. When a black man is driving his car, Sterling, with his fiance, with a child in the back, what happened to that man? He was shot down. He told that officer, and y'all don't hear nothing about it anymore, because they're not gonna prosecute this man. They're not gonna convict him. The first thing that was an end. Who cares about those ends? All they have to do is say that I was afraid. That's all they have to do. I'm going to always tell you guys, I want you guys to read the book 4 Agreements so you can get deprogrammed. Because these Caucasians are programming you on everything. That's why I stopped watching the news. If I watch the news, I watch Roland Martin. I stopped watching their bullshit, their lies. They talk about us day and night. They get the most ignorant black folk. And when I say black folk, they get the most ignorant, unintelligent person in front of the camera. So you can say, oh, I told you they're just like that. I told you. Johnny, do you see that? See, you have to understand that Caucasian has so much of hatred and fear towards us. Hatred and fear is the worst thing you can ever have. That's why they preach the propaganda, because they want you to hate us. And we are people. We are kings and queens. And until you come and stop listening to what they have to say and start deprogramming yourself, then you'll understand that you are a king and a queen. Come on now. Start thinking for yourself. Stop watching their bullshit. Guarantee you they don't show, and I expose them a lot on my Facebook. They don't show how Caucasians act. And I put it on there every chance I get. Every chance I get, I expose those Caucasians. And again, I'm going to say not all, but most. Most Caucasians are downright evil. Not all though. Because we couldn't have the civil rights movement if it wasn't for them. We had Caucasians march with Martin Luther King Jr. We had Caucasians who tried to get with Malcolm X. He didn't allow that. We had Caucasians that do that and help. You understand? But most Caucasians, they are the most evil people, especially the women, because they always talking in their men's ear. Matter of fact, I said this about 2 months ago. The same woman who sat up there and said Emmett Till tried to harass her and tried to talk to her and tried to do all this. She wrote a book and finally, and they're trying to keep that hush hush now. Because murder is every day. All day and never die down. She wrote a book and trying to profit off the murder of Emmett Till. She finally said, no, I lied. He didn't say anything to me. He wasn't rude to me. But her uncle and her brother went in there and killed that boy and beat that young man to death. Beat him to death. I'm telling you, people, wake up. They are not hanging these days. They're shooting. And all they have to do is say, I stand my ground. They're getting away with murder. These cops, most of these cops are Ku Klux Klansmen. They got to become a cop. It is because they can kill African Americans and get away with it. We have put these cops so highly above the law that they do not get prosecuted at all. It is always blamed on people of color. But I must tell you something. See, y'all not coming up with it now. Caucasians don't care because they're not getting killed. But when they start killing y'all asses, then you're going to try to say, hey, my brother, call a brother. We're going to look on the side and say, hey, come on to join me. Fuck you. Because you wasn't trying to join me when they was killing my brothers and sisters. You still out here telling these lies, talking about the black man is not in the house. Stop arresting them. Stop killing them. You talk about Chicago. I'd love to get on a whole thing about Chicago. It's all about economics. It's all about how United States took the education reform away from Chicago. Y'all don't let me start preaching up in here. Read it. They took the educational reform up in Chicago away, and that's when all the stuff started happening. Now, I can't always blame the government, but that part I'm blaming. I'm going to blame that. The other part is on the people. They have nothing to do. Go to the library. Then again, if they do try to go in the library, they'll get followed around. All they doing is trying to read a book. This House Negro and Field Negro, you can look it up on YouTube and listen to it, people. Listen to it. We need to stop trying to be those house Negroes. You think your master care about you? They don't. They continue to feed you chitlins. And what's in chitlins? Shit. Stop eating that shit, what they continue to give you. We need to stand up and fight those cops that continue to kill our brothers and sisters. You continue to think that you're an individual, then when you get in trouble, continue to think that. But I do want to say, yes, that woman got away with murder. She's a murderer. She got away with murder. And I blame those jury. You let that woman slip through the crack. Murderer. Betty! Betty! Sheby, you are murder!
Murdered my sister.
You murdered
Taking
that man.
Get that motherfucker, but I
You took his life, and he didn't do a damn thing to you. My people, stand up. Be black and you be proud. Have a good day.
She loved this bitch, but she found love on the graveyard shift. I'm quick lip or slip. I already slipped. She ain't deserve that shit. Nigga, you cut up. Nigga, you wouldn't. Put your hand on the woman. How to be my sister. Can't say I won't miss her, but I won't forget you. Did that bitch for every time he hit you. He gon' pay for what he did you. Murderer.
A fucking murderer! Betty, you're a murderer! Marty Sheby, you're a murderer! You're a fucking murderer!
That's the nigga that heard 100% black queen self-burn.